Play the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech.
Okay, check out this I Have a Dream speech full video, Martin Luther King Jr. station on YouTube.
Play the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King on YouTube.
Hurricane Helene and severe. Playing I Have a Dream speech full video, Martin Luther King Jr. on YouTube.
I do not have the rights to this. No rights to this song or this speech. Why? I am right now thanking God for Martin Luther King and our other Black leaders from those times when we were trying hard to fit in and could not do it. We had to overcome so much in the world around us. So, looking back at what our ancestors had to go through and the scrutiny of the killings, the belittling, being jailed, those things cut deep into our roots. Today, things are a lot different. And MLK, Martin Luther King Jr., I sometimes wonder what the Black community would have been like if he was still alive today, how we would act with each other, treat each other. Would there be a difference? Deep down in my heart, deep down in my soul, I think that it would be a difference. I think that we would treat each other better, treat each other like the kings and queens that we always say we are. And for him to be here with us today, it would be a blessing for everything that he fought for. And it was just not just him, but today I celebrate this man because if not for him, I wouldn't have made it this far because I thrive off of his strength. I wouldn't have made it this far because of my Heavenly Father, first and foremost. If it wasn't for God above, I wouldn't have got to this point. But if it wasn't for him making this man, Dr. Martin Luther King, then I would not have the strength that I have. You see, we are in different times. We have different chains and different people pulling on those chains. It is not that we're being oppressed by racist white people or other races. It's us being oppressed by us. All the power in his pain has resonated in my life and has strengthened me. He's one of my top heroes. He's one mighty man that I live after. I represent peace. I represent hope for my sisters that's out in that storm on that demon substance, my brothers as well. You see what I mean when I say the chains have changed? We don't have the chains of slavery anymore. We don't have the chains of racist whites anymore. And it's not them anymore. The chains that we have to break in our own lives have become a different form of slavery for us. And that's drug addiction or any kind of thing that can oppress us where we don't think right or try to come over that mountain. Well, I've gotten over that mountain and I have thanked God over and over for breaking that chain and changing my mind for being a slave to a demon substance so that I could be the mother and the person that I want to be, the leader that I want to be. And I give my Heavenly Father all the glory. And this man, he gets some of it too. You know, when they took him from us, what we see today is what they intended to happen. Because when our ancestors was freed from slavery, they were able to open little stores, play in the streets, have fun, but still there were chains on our ancestors because there were certain things they couldn't do. The law didn't protect us. And it was people like Martin Luther King who come along and try to get a sense of ordinance in our life. So that's why when he did that speech on I Have a Dream, what his dream was for Black men and white men to counsel together to be friends and family, or not just that much, but because he could see that a change was coming and that the Black man will have just as many opportunities as a white man would in the United States of America. And he lost his life. He was threatened. He knew, but he didn't give up his fight. And the power in his pain shoots through my veins and people like me. Because when I look at my tribute, when I look at this man, what I see is a thinking man, a man who's thinking of better ways and better days for his people. And that's exactly what I do. I don't like black on black crime. I do not like to see my people in the news. I don't like to see my people being hurt. And I don't like to see my people hurt each other. I don't like it. But I have accepted the things that I can change and the things that I cannot. This, he is powerful. And if there's anyone out there in the world who's ever been a slave to something or someone and you have broken free, the Lord has set you free from it. You are through with that. And now you're standing. You are a dream come true. You have overcome something that has been holding you down for years, and your life wasn't right. Then, when you went for it, you did it. I myself, I will love to be inspiration for all of my sisters out there in that storm on that demon substance, and my brothers too. I want you all to know that our Black leaders were slain and ridiculed, and they did nothing but try to help our race be better. So when we judge each other, when we come after each other with violence and crime to take each other's life, That was all a part of the plan. And you living it out. That was the plan. To chop him, to hurt him, take him from us so that we can be in disarray. Look, he was a leader. He was feared. He was feared by J. Edgar Hoover. He was feared because he could get us to listen. He can get us on the same accord. And that was the fear of racist white people in those days. The fear was us paying attention and realizing that we deserve better because we was already doing better, but we deserved it. You understand? So today, when I see my people hurting each other, calling each other names, doing each other wrong, thinking you better than one or the other because you never did bad, or you think that you'll never be in certain situations, and it hurts us to the core when we turn on each other and end up fighting and killing. Look, we're all different people, but we have a lot to give, a lot. And you got to understand that what we have to give is power in our pain. If you've been through something, that experience is with you for a reason. There's power in your pain. The loss of Dr. Martin Luther King, it hurt our ancestors from those times as well, the way it hurt us now. But some of our people are not educated on many Black leaders in those days. And in the days to come, you will find out who they are. It hurts to see my brothers down our Black queens. That's a bad feeling. But as Black people, we have learned to build through our pain, stand the test of time. We know there is a leader within us. Our experience, it pays the cost for us to be the boss of our experience. And that's what I do. I gather my strength because in this day and time, my people are hurting each other. Some of us are trying to walk away from it. We don't want to go to jail. We don't want to be labeled as the angry Black woman or the angry Black man. We don't want to follow in with the Jim Crow letter. We don't want to turn against each other. Some of us, we do not. And we're trying so hard to resist Black on Black crime and remember that Black lives matter. But like I said, in some circumstances, people, our people, have had to do what they had to do in order for them to have a peaceful day, a lovely day, a good day, or whatever. Because our people are out here oppressing one another. And it's from the young to the old. And I have experience, so I know what I'm talking about. From the youngest to the oldest, out here hurting one another. Black on Black crime got to stop because it would look like he died for nothing. He died in vain for nothing. Miss Coretta lost her husband and his children, their father, all for nothing. I beg to differ. I'm a dream come true. And so are you if you are a successful Black person, if you are a Black person who has overcome some situation in your life that has held you down with the chains of this world and they are broken and you are free and you're doing the right thing with yourself, you are a dream come true. You are his dream come true. And I would like to say that this poem that I'm about to do is dedicated to Dr. Martin Luther King, his wife, and children. And I would like to extend my love to my people today because on this day, Martin Luther King Jr. was born. And as it goes, as I sit and reminisce about a long time ago when Black people couldn't go to the corner store, we all stood together because we all lacked. We all had that big fat monkey on our backs. Know this, know that. Step back if you's Black. Then Martin Luther King came and changed all that. But it seems like over time, Black folks has lost their minds. Then hatred set on in and brought back on Black crime. Oh, I'm ashamed to say, yeah, even here today, Dr. King lost his life for us to act this way. We treat each other bad. We make each other mad. We will kill each other dead simply over what someone said. How will we ever change if we remain the same? We letting our price drop. This here, we must stop. Stop Black on Black crime. Stop killing our soldiers, belittling our women. Stop it. It's never going to end until we end it. We have other generations coming behind us. With my experience of being an ex demon substance abuser, I vow to save lives with my powerful pain. I vow to save the lives of my sisters in the storm, my little sisters in elementary school, middle school, high school, college. I vow to save your life with the power in my pain. You shall live. You shall overcome any situation the same way I did. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of the day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This has been Denise Jenkins with another episode of PLM, People Like Me. There's power in our pain. Good night. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, please. And give your comments. Thank you so much to Our Father's Podcast. Good night.